How I made $30,000 of honeybees and $10,000 of honey in one summer. Well, let me tell you, it starts with breeding your own queens. You start as soon as it warms up, end of April, early May, and this determines how your colonies are going to do. Like for instance, this colony here is a new colony, and they've already made enough honey on their own, and they've got 2 deeps and a medium full of honey. So I don't need to help this one out. So what factors determine how well a nuke does during the summer? Well, size of the mating nuke that you start with, time a new laying queen is created, 3, quality of the laying queen, and 4, the amount of nectar available during the summer. I've had a few colonies that had a good queen to start out with, and they replaced that queen 2 or 3 weeks after they had that queen. Like that colony there, 113, they're on their 2nd queen and she's doing well. Apparently the first queen wasn't good quality, and they will know that better than you will. And buying queens from people is not the answer either. I bought queens from several people and end up getting some pretty crappy queens. And this is what I do with the colonies that are really small. You want to do this before all the brood is done. When they have a lot of brood and there's a lot of nurse bees in the hive, you can take it from anywhere in the property, put it in the window. A few bees will go back to the original location, but the majority of the bees will stay in there. And when that brood hatches out, these colonies are going to have enough bees to get through winter. And here's the other side. I feed them syrup, domino, cane sugar, non-GMO, and if I can open one, that one's stuck. See, it's not very big, but there's still a lot of brood in there, and they may do all right. These colonies would not make it through winter outside. And these colonies here won't fit in a single deep. So they have a deep and a medium. And they didn't have, what happens is you get colonies that grow during the summer. Towards the end of summer they get a lot of bees, but they didn't have enough time to get nectar. So you have to feed them. And this is how I feed them. In the evenings, I don't do it in the mornings. I don't want to take a chance of having robbers get in there and empty out the feeder there. I have 2 commercial bee apiaries in my location here. And these bees get taken south during the winter. So I can see one from the road, and the other one I can't see. But the one I can see from the road, that beekeeper, it's Michigan Bee Works, he removes all of the honey. He doesn't leave a super of honey for them for winter because they're not going to stay here. He removes all the honey. So those bees don't have a whole lot until he puts a feeder on them. And I know when he puts a feeder on, but until he does, they will come over here and rob from my bees because they think they don't have enough honey. So anyway, this is a chick drinker. It works really well. I don't have to get into the hive. Technically, I'm not in the hives. The bees don't get upset. And what gets me is people have these videos on it that are really stupid. Like some woman found a bee in her garden, befriended a bee. It's got 1.5 million views. Whoopee-doo. You know, I've got a lot of important videos on there, and I don't get a lot of views, but it's your loss. See, I got a lot of friends. See? So anyway, I don't get stung when I give them new syrup in the evenings because I'm not really getting into the hive. Those feeders you put in the hive, those frame feeders, is really stupid. So anyway, what I'm doing is I don't want any hives. I'll go back over here. I don't want any hives on the north side, west side, or east side. Well, west side's not so bad, but the east side. I want them to have full sunshine during the winter. So these are getting slid down that way, and they're going to be facing south. And I have 2 apiaries. I'm going to remove one apiary, and I'm going to take these bees here. When I get that apiary moved over to my house, I'm going to take these to that apiary and leave them there for a week or 2, and then I'll bring them back. So these are getting slid down. This one right here, the large ones are going to go to my apiary. because I want them up against my garage, and I'll show you that. And here's another. Here's a duck I raised. Come here, Lucky. He was the only one that survived. I bought some eggs off eBay, and they were covered in manure. And most all of them, well, they all died except for that one. He's a male. So anyway, the large colonies are going to go to my apiary when I move back those bees. And I took away, from my large apiaries, I took away bees mid-August. And of course I didn't have enough to give to all my colonies. I gave them to the bees on the north side of my garage and house, and on the south side of my garage. And some of them really took off, like this one right here is a new colony. It really took off. It's got too many bees and no honey, so I'm feeding it 2 quarts of syrup every evening. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these galvanized U-channels here, and the small colonies will get moved forward, and the large colonies that I determine that'll be outside during the winter just fine are going to stay there where they are. And then I'm bringing my apiaries back. One apiary go on the bottom. I have like 45 colonies, 2 different apiaries. One's going to go on the bottom, one's going to go on top. And then the small colonies, most of these are pretty large. They'll make it probably till January outside. It depends on the weather. If it's really cold during the winter and I think they're too small to be out in the cold, I'll bring them in there. And then I also have these 2 set up. If I have not enough room along the garage here, I'll set bees there, and then they can go in that shed if I get a polar vortex is what I'm worried about. We've had those in the past, 2014, 2015, where three straight months it was below freezing. They never got a cleansing flight. It was sub-zero weather. So here's the bees on the north side, and these will all go in about a week or so. When I move back one apiary, they'll go to the other apiary. So yeah, like I was saying, I get a crack at all these videos that don't really help you out, and I criticize Americans because the truth is, here's the fact. Move over here and get some sunshine. And bear with me. Now, here's a fact. Americans are fat and stupid. We are the largest people on the planet per capita and the dumbest. Asian people are smarter. Now, why are we like that? It's because the rich want us that way. They make more money from sick people, like treating cancer and diabetes. And stupid people are easier to control. You know, they own our government. They own all of our politicians. And we don't have a democracy. You need to wake up. George Carlin was right about us many years ago. So our government's controlled by the rich. And this has been destroying America for the last 3 or 4 decades. Now, it's already too late. We're already doomed. So if you can't handle me criticizing you for being fat and stupid, well, it's the truth, okay? Thank you.